Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to Gemsland Online School. All right, our learning objectives for today is to be able to identify verbs and use them correctly in our sentences. So let's have a quick starter. She eats cabbage soup. She eats cabbage soup. She creeps through the city at night. She creeps through the city at night. She meets the queen wearing her nightie. She meets the queen wearing her nightie. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. So you're to identify the verbs in the sentences above. You write them down in your notepad and just write down the verbs, not the sentences, and I'll be counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She eats cabbage soup. She creeps through the city at night. She meets the queen wearing her nightie. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. So, what are the verbs in these sentences? Let's mark. Eat. If you wrote down eat, you're absolutely correct. Give yourself a tick. Creeps. If you wrote down creeps, you're correct again. Give yourself a tick. Meat. You wrote down meat. Give yourself a tick. There's another verb there, wearing. You wrote that down and give yourself a tick. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. Keeps is the verb there. Now, so who is the she? She eats cabbage soup. She creeps through the city at night. She meets the queen wearing her nightie. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. Change these present tense verbs to the past tense. Are we ready? Let's go. She eats cabbage soup. She ate cabbage soup. She creeps through the city at night. She changes to she crept through the city at night. She meets the queen wearing her nightie. She met the queen who wore her nightie. She keeps her bling in a biscuit tin. Keeps changed to she kept her bling in a biscuit tin. And who are we meeting? Gangster Granny. Gangster Granny loves to play Scrabble. So exciting, nuts. You're going to pick 7 random tiles. You're going to rearrange your letters to make a word. You do not have to use all of your letters. So you pick 7 random letter tiles. You rearrange your letters to make a word. You do not have to use all of your letters. For example, I've spelled tear with the 7 words that I've picked, 7 letter tiles that I've picked, and I've spelled the word tear. And I did not use all of the letters that I picked. Now, get ready to have fun and rearrange these letters to form words, to form new words. You do not have to use all the letters. Now, how many verbs can you make using these letters? How many verbs can you make using these letters? I want you to work with dad or mom, a brother or a sister, an elder brother or an elder sister. Are you ready? Go. You're going to make words, verbs using these letters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can pause the video when you're on this task. Now, these are the words. If you formed it, you give yourself 3 points. If you formed it, give yourself 7 points. If you formed the word meat, 6 points. If you form the word cheat, that's 10 points. And how did we get the points? 1, 2, 3. Look at the numbers at the bottom of the tiles. 1, 2, 3. Add them up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 point. 3 plus 4 is 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points. You form teach, it's another 10 points. If you formed 8, you have 7 points. 43 points to Granny. Did y'all beat that, bro? Did you beat Granny? That's what Granny Gangster was able to form. Now, our learning objectives for today is to identify verbs and their tenses and use them correctly in sentences. And your success criteria will be, I can recognize the present, past, and future tenses. I can also change the text. I can also change the tense of a given text. Now, I'm going to now challenge you to examine Granny's actions. Prepare to do some verb-busting investigations. We're going to use the following 3 slides to discuss aspects of the differentiated task sheet, which will be in the Google Classroom folder. All you need to do is enter your code and go to Google Classroom and find the differentiated task sheets. Now, for the first task, the story of the theft of the crown jewels will be on the TV for weeks on every website and emblazoned across every front page of every newspaper in every country in the world. However, no one would suspect the thieves were in fact a little old lady and an 11-year-old boy. They were going to get away with the crime of the century. So what is our task? To underline the verbs in the text. Underline all the verbs in the text. Now we'll move on. I found a weakness in the Tower of London and have spent all week working on a plan of how we can steal the jewels. I think we can really do it. So at the stroke of midnight, we swim across the Thames in scuba diving gear and locate the ancient sewage pipe here, whispered Ben. If we swim up the pipe, we can get inside the tower undetected, continued Ben. A short walk across the courtyard to Jewel House. The door is solid steel, so we will drill out the locks to open it. The glass isn't bomb-proof. We will set off a small explosive device to shatter the glass. You need to board a train to London earlier in the day. Give the beef eater guards chocolate cake with something in it to make them sleep. We should go out the way we came in, through the sewage pipe. It will be a doodle. You have to underline all the verbs in the text. The last text, you're sweating. Have you been running? No, replied a now very sweaty Ben. Ben, don't lie to me. I'm your mother, she said, pointing at herself, a false nail flying off into the air in the process. If you haven't been out running, Ben, then why are you sweating? Ben had to think fast. The Strictly Stars Dancing theme tune was coming to an end. I was dancing, he blurted out. But what about the diamonds you showed me? Said Ben, feeling shocked and angry that he had been deceived. All worthless there, replied Granny, made of glass. I found them in an old ice cream tub at the local charity shop. I can't believe you lied to me, he said. Well, once I started, the lie grew and grew. Your final verb mission. Suggest past tense verbs to complete the passage. What about the diamonds you dash me? Dash Ben, feeling shocked and angry that he had been dashed. Oh, what less there? Dash Granny. Made of glass. I dashed them in an old ice cream tub at the local charity shop. I can't believe you dashed to me, he dashed. Well, once I had dashed, the lie just dash and dash. So fill it in with you suggest the past tense verbs to complete the text. And if you have finished, you move to the next slide to mark. But what about the diamonds you showed me? Said Ben, feeling shocked and angry that he had been deceived. Oh, what less there, replied Granny, made of glass. I found them in an old ice cream tub at the local charity shop. I can't believe you lied to me, he said. Well, once I started, the lie just grew and grew. Nice work, gangster. Now then, there is a few rules that verb gangsters need to remember. The endings we add most are the verb endings ing and ed. The endings we add most are the verb endings ing and ed. Jump, jumping, jumped. If the verb ends with e, what happens? Drop the e to add ing and ed. For example, hope, change to hoping and hoped. What about a short vowel followed by a consonant? The short vowel there is O, followed by the consonant P. So you have hop, hopping, hopped. What about a short vowel followed by a consonant? What do you notice? Can you find the rule there? Tell mommy the rule that you found. If the verb earned in a consonant followed by Y, if you add ed, change Y to an I. For example, the word hurry end in a consonant followed by Y. So you have R there, which is a consonant, followed by Y, and you have hurry. Then you add ed, but you change the Y to I. So you have hurry, hurried. If you add ing, you keep the Y. For example, hurry, hurrying. See you around, gangster. Thank you for watching.